After nearly 3 years away, Lehigh is back. Let's check out what she's coming back with today on the Culture Study. Hey groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy. I am the video channel producer. This is the Culture Study. I'm your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out 누구 없어, No One, featuring BI of iKON by Lehigh. Been away for a really long time. There were obvious speculation that YG was keeping her in the dungeon. Lehigh came out, I think last year, kind of squashed those rumors, says she's like, that's ridiculous. You know, I'm just like a perfectionist with my craft. I'm not satisfied with my album yet. And if that's the case, I'm surprised that YG gave her that leeway. Let's see what she has in store for us. 누구 없어. The way that this is actually spelled, you would in the modern way say 누구 없어. You know, is there no one here? You know, is there no one? 누구 없어 is like a question that's being proposed. But 누구 없어, so the ending marker of so, it actually indicates that it's kind of like old-fashioned Korean. It's not really something you would say nowadays, so I'm not sure how that's going to factor in. Maybe we're going to get like old-fashioned type music video. We'll see. But before we get into this video, I just want to say if you guys would like to support us, visit us over at Patreon, patreon.com/formtherapy. You get early access to reactions, live stages, etc., dance practices, whatever. We're doing J-pop reactions now, so it's popping off over on Patreon. Trying to put out original content as well, so you know, that's something to consider, but completely optional. Let's just jump into this music video. This is your Form of Therapy. Okay, interesting. Wow, her voice. Oh, interesting. Mixing the tropical sound with like a very deep sounding synth is really cool. This is a very interesting mix. Oh, interesting. So she's using the glass shard to catch the glare, trying to catch someone's attention. Oh. Wow, this is a great rap feature. But why am I surprised? It's BI. Is this YG's weirdest music video? Maybe. Huh, I actually see something that I noticed earlier, but I wasn't sure. What the fuck is going... Okay, guys, we're going to try something a little bit new today in regards to giving like an in-depth review on the music video. I'm going to watch it again, and then if there are certain parts that stand out to me, I wanted to provide commentary and also sort of stop and talk about certain things that are in-depth, because I feel like sometimes when I review these music videos, sometimes some things get lost in the dust because I'm trying to recall what I just watched like 30 seconds ago, right? So let me know if you guys actually like this format and if you guys enjoy following along like this, and if we have our review formats like this going forward. Let's watch it again. Okay, so this is one of the things that I actually wanted to point out earlier. The choker or collar that she has on, that's blue, and then the way her shoulders are revealed and the way it's all white, I actually thought she kind of looked like Cinderella. And I feel like later on in the music video, she kind of is like Cinderella. Let's check that. Let's call back to that when we get there. Interesting, the moon used as a doorknob. If you notice, her bedroom is all yellow, and the dress she discovers is actually yellow too. So it's like there are big splashes of color, but it's usually always countered by one thing. Okay, so I really like the set design here for BI's part. I actually really enjoy the fact that the whole thing is about like trying to find someone, right? You're not lonely, but it's more of a stranded feeling. And he's on a lone planet, you know? That's a pretty cool visual. I like that. So what I actually like about this scene with the spinning bed, I actually wanted to point out, this kind of gave me like weird Aladdin vibes. It's not necessarily Aladdin, they're on a magic carpet, but it's kind of the vibe I got. And the way it's like rotating around and moving around, it adds to the wandering nature of like she feels lost and she's looking for someone. And so the two big color palettes in this music video seems to be blue and yellow. She's either always wearing blue or yellow, like one type or the other. Even when she's wearing the white, she's complemented by the blue choker. Not there though. Interesting. So why isn't she wearing the blue choker there? So I believe Cinderella has a black choker, and she looks very much like Cinderella in this dancing. And he looks like Prince Charming. What a drastic color change though. The palette went from blue and yellow, and then all of a sudden she's like in a bright pink, and then the background is a bright pink. And even BI's wearing a pink and purple ensemble. But yeah, doesn't she look like Cinderella? It's like a sky blue outfit, black collar. And I love that BI is rapping into the radio, and then in the song it comes off like a radio frequency. See, even the flowers are blue. And her eye, I feel like the eye color tint is blue as well. Okay, so overall, it might be YG's most campiest music videos. It's definitely a little bit silly, but I like it. And I'm not too immersed in Lehi's work. I've definitely heard a handful of her songs, but I do plan on getting into her more now that she's back. And I know recently I just discovered Rose, or Roses, whichever one the title is. I know, that's an old song, and shame on me. And it is, but I want to check out her new album and some of her old albums, so I'll probably do like a diving deeper and a listening party as well. But this was a really fun song. I thought I wasn't gonna like it. Honestly, going into it, it kind of had all the makings of a song that I usually don't like. I kind of don't like songs that I don't know how to exactly phrase it. Like 누구 없어, that kind of like old school countryside, 옛날 시골. Now I'm talking in Korean. It's not necessarily trot, but it's like a trot like singing in Korea. I'm not particularly a fan of, and I thought I would not like it, especially with the opening melody. The hook for this, it kind of sounds like the drums twinkling sound that you hear. I feel like it's more familiar with like tropical, maybe reggae type stuff, but the way they combined it with some of the synth stuff, I actually really liked it, and I think BI's feature adds a lot to the song. I don't know if her fans would necessarily be satisfied with having someone feature on her comeback, especially after she's been gone for 3 years, but from a totally objective standpoint, I feel like he adds a lot to the song. And even in the chorus, when she says 누구 없어, his voice is mixed down really low, and I can't make out exactly what he's saying. He's either saying I'm over here, 여기 있어, or he's saying 누구 없어. He's just repeating what she's saying. Either way, I think he's a great compliment to the song as well. Overall, it's a fantastic comeback. I'm really curious to check out her album because she said that she has been working on it for 3 years because she's a perfectionist. And this isn't even, I think, a studio album. It's an EP, so it's only a few songs. So I'm really curious as to the work that she's put into this album. I think this is a fantastic comeback. I think the music video is really interesting blend. I don't know if they were actually going for the fairy tale kind of mix of like Cinderella and like Aladdin type vibe. Maybe I'm just like projecting or like reading too much into it, but that's kind of things that I actually sort of saw, like especially with the color scheme. Overall, really liked it. I'm looking forward to listening to the album. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of the Culture Study. I hope you enjoyed this reaction and review. Let me know what you thought about Leehi's long-awaited comeback in the comments down below. Also, if you'd like to support our channel and our team, consider visiting us at patreon.com/formatherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to reaction videos just like this and more. We have dance practices, J-pop reactions, live stages, all on Patreon. Consider visiting us there. However, supporting us monetarily is completely optional. Why don't you go ahead and just click like down below, leave a comment. It actually helps me out with YouTube's search algorithm. Go ahead and click subscribe, turn on the notification bell. You'll be notified when we upload a new video, and be sure to check out all our other videos. Binge them over here.